this is Feel Good Monday for the Patriots. The first one all year where you aren't pissed about 10 different things, even in a winning effort. So it's a complete performance, but everyone's going to, and I mean, from the first quarter on, everybody on Twitter is already, but it's the Jets. So, I mean, it's a but win because it's the Jets.
Hell yeah.
But still, you wrote about this over at Boston Sports Journal, that there were things that they did that they needed to do in this game that they hadn't done in any other game. The question is just whether they'll keep doing those types of things.
Yeah, I think term it however you want. I think Belichick,
in terms of
Josh
attitude.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
I thought they basically, I termed it beer muscles in this game. When you'd had a little bit too much to drink, and you think you're stronger than you are, and all of a sudden you got to fight at Fenway Park and that type of thing. And I thought, look, there's no question. You watched the way the Patriots conducted themselves yesterday. They knew they were playing the Jets. They knew, especially once Zach Wilson went out, they knew that they were playing with house money. And so they were aggressive from the get-go. And it was great to see. And, even before halftime, Bill Belichick against everybody else, he's taking knees and wants to run into the locker room and get to the second half. All of a sudden yesterday, they're marching on a touchdown drive before halftime.
Right.
Which was great to see. And I'm sure a lot of fans were like, where the hell was that the week before? When you just said, 14-10 against Dallas, and you're like, a minute 30, you didn't have any timeouts at that point, but you're like, all right, well, at least we can get a field goal, go up 7, and we get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
But, Belichick all of a sudden is a lion because the Jets are on the other sideline. They need to, you want to see the Patriots play with this type of attitude going forward. I think it has a trickle-down effect, John, with the way that the players play. When your coaches have confidence in you and they're backing you and they give you an aggressive game plan, then, you play aggressive. When coaches coach tight, players play tight. And everybody's like, well, why are the Patriots making all these mistakes? Too many turnovers and penalties and fumbles. And that's because the Patriots coaches were coaching every single thing like, all right, everything has to be perfect or we're going to lose the game.
We cannot make.
They're like,
you
cannot
make a single mistake, or else it's all doomed. It only works if you're perfect, and that's impossible.
Margin of error.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's no way to play football. And so, I think we saw, and hopefully Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels and them see the benefit of that attitude they had this weekend, and they can apply it going forward.
And it's what's so amazing is it's not only that, it's what they used to force other teams to do, which is go ahead and have a 15-play drive. I guarantee you mess up one of those 15 plays to our benefit.
Yep.
It's so odd. It's so odd that they became the team that they used to that they used to take advantage of, and then we in the media would make fun of, like, you can't be conservative against the pay, you can't punt the ball in the fourth, all of that stuff. They're now doing it, and it's really strange that was the case. And Bill even went for it on a 4th down in this game, and it was easy. It was an easy conversion, and it ended up leading to a score later on. So there was a lot of good things here. Can't talk Patriots without talking about Mac. I know, again, it's Monday. You haven't had the benefit of going deep into the film, but your initial observations. The Bucs score looks better in a lot of, in a lot of ways. It's his first 300-yard game, but he pressed the ball downfield more than he had been in the past. The thing is, though, he didn't complete a ton of them. I think it was only one completion past 20 yards on that one to Bourne, but they did attempt some more passes downfield.
Yeah, I thought overall, I think that, it'll come out that he played reasonably well.
Good, not great.
I did not think he got off to a very good start in this game. I thought he was inaccurate. I thought he almost got picked off. I remember on one pass. Where he telegraphed it and to his right on a little hitch. I forget who the receiver was.
The linebacker and the safety just came over, and it was in his hand, it was in his mitts. Yeah,
they were in the red zone at one point, and the first read was a post by someone, and Mac almost threw that, but he wisely saw the safety rotating over, and he would have been picked off. And then he turns around and he throws to Hunter Henry, and it's not even close to him. And there were a few of those plays in the first half. I thought probably the 2-minute drill at the end of the first half is when he started to catch fire. Maybe the coaches also recognize that they need to do a little bit more of that with Mac Jones. But I thought he got off to a slow start. I thought he played better. Of course, that probably coincided with the Jets relaxing, knowing that they were down a bunch basically at halftime. But yeah, I think, look, John, I think that this offense, what you're seeing is what we've been talking about all season. They are going to take baby steps at getting better at everything. And that's what's happening. I said basically halfway point of the year, is when things will start to gel. It's a question of whether they're above water or not. They're keeping their head above water. And that's why I think the next couple weeks, the Chargers game in particular, and who do they play after that? I just went through the schedule the other day. I did a whole column on it. But anyways, in my opinion, the Browns game coming up is probably the swing game on the season. You're talking about
it's Carolina. It's Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina. See,
then the Browns.
Yeah, I went through the schedule, and they don't even need to win those games. The Chargers game and the Panthers game, as long as they play well in those games. I mean, the state of the Panthers, you'd like to win that game, but it's an NFC game. It's not really going to matter. The Chargers are going to get probably the top wild card well, they're going to win their division now that the Chiefs are imploding. So that's not going to matter. What's going to matter is the rest of the AFC games, especially the Browns game. They need to keep building because that's really the season comes down to that Browns game. They're going to need to win that game to hold a tiebreaker at the end of the year in the wild card.